We're closer to nuclear war now than we were during the Cold War. That's not fear-mongering. It's straight from former CIA operative Andrew Bustamante. In this episode of The Diary of a CEO, Steven Bartlett sits down with Bustamante, Pulitzer-nominated nuclear war expert Annie Jacobsen, and National Security Advisor Dr. Azeem Ibrahim to break down how the next world war may have already started.
Not by a single event, but through a series of cascading failures involving proxy wars, collapsing deterrence, digital warfare, and political decay across the West. Here are the 5 most impactful moments that show just how far down that road we may be. This is the fast recap. We break down long podcasts into sharp summaries. No fluff, no filler. 1. Nuclear deterrence is collapsing. Bustamante says mutually assured destruction only worked when nuclear weapons were in the hands of 2 stable superpowers. Now, with more unpredictable regimes, AI-driven weapons, and fragile alliances, a single launch could spiral out of control with no clear path to contain it. 2. The U.S. might lose the next war. Ibrahim warns the U.S. has grown complacent while adversaries modernize. Our edge in military tech, global influence, and cyber capability is fading, and our internal political chaos is speeding that up. 3. Social media is the battlefield. Jacobsen explains how China, Russia, and Iran use platforms like TikTok and YouTube to target Western minds, spreading confusion and turning free societies against themselves. 4. How proxy wars set the stage for global conflict. Russia's invasion of Ukraine has drawn NATO into a long-term standoff. China is watching the West's response as it weighs its own moves in Taiwan. Iran continues to support militant groups, influencing regional conflicts without engaging directly. These aren't isolated crises. They're part of a global pattern where major powers test each other through third parties. That's how world wars begin now. 5. The collapse is already happening. Bustamante calls it institutional decay, a slow breakdown of trust in media, governments, and shared reality. That's how democracies die without a single bullet fired. Want more No BS podcast recaps? Follow for sharp breakdowns with no filler.